Hey there guys, welcome to an episode of Movie News, and on this episode we're going to talk about the Flash solo movie coming in 2018, what to expect from it, and what I think needs to happen. Stick around. Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back. Now, like I said from the opening of this video, we're going to talk about the Flash solo movie coming in 2018, what I think needs to happen in the movie, and kind of what you guys can expect from it. With Batman v Superman finally out now, we get our first glimpse of the Flash, and kind of how we can expect this movie to be based on what we've seen from Ezra Miller. Now, Ezra Miller wasn't in the movie for very long, but we kind of got a good idea of what to expect from this type of atmosphere in the DC universe. Now, the Flash solo movie does have a release date set for March 16, 2018 with the director Sam Graham-Smith. Unfortunately, the director has recently exited the project due to creative differences with Warner Brothers and the studios. And I'll read you an article from Hollywood Reporter that I saw. It says the Flash movie has lost its director. Seth Graham-Smith is leaving the Warner Brothers project due to creative differences, THR has learned. Graham-Smith, the author and screenwriter of works such as Pride and Prejudice and Zombies and Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, was to have made his directorial debut on the project based on the iconic DC Entertainment Scarlet Speedster superhero. The project will retain Graham-Smith's script, which he wrote working off a treatment by Phil Lord and Christopher Miller, the Lego Movie duo, who once were eyeing it as a possible directing vehicle. The Flash already has a release date, March 16, 2018, and a star, Ezra Miller, who's portraying the classic hero known as the fastest man alive. There's plenty of time for the studio to find a director. Miller's Flash, aka Barry Allen, introduced in a cameo appearance in Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, and will appear in the Justice League Part 1, which is now shooting and will be released in fall 2017. So what does this mean for the future of the movie? Well, in my opinion, I think with the release date of March 16, 2018, now that they have no director, I think they need to push back the release date a little bit and not rush it. I think they need to take the time right now to find a good director, somebody that understands the script that this previous director had already wrote, and take the time to make the movie good. Don't rush it, don't just put it out on the release date that they're expecting now just to push out a Flash movie. This movie needs to be good. It needs to have a very, very good storyline to go from to make this movie work. Based on creative differences, to me in my own head, that means that he already has probably a very good story wrote out that he wanted to tell, something that us comic book fans and people who love and know the Flash and know the DC universe would understand. And to me, since Warner Brothers is so invested in the DC universe now, since that's their big moneymaker, that's probably all that they were focusing on. They didn't care about his story, they only wanted to make money, essentially. And I hate saying that. Now, what I want out of this Flash solo movie, I want to be able to go in, sit down, and know that I am watching a Flash movie. I don't want it to be another Batman v Superman. I don't want a whole bunch of shit just thrown in this movie just for the sake of making money and adding characters in and subplots and ridiculous storylines that we just don't need. No, this is a Flash solo movie. It needs to focus on just the Flash and his villains alone and his story alone. It's okay to include maybe one or two DC characters in a cameo or maybe mention them. So kind of what I want to see in this is I want to see something like the Flashpoint Paradox. I think that would make a great movie. Now, I know we've already seen the DC animated movie of that, but I think a live action movie would be a lot better. Yeah, you would have to change stuff around, you have to rewrite stuff, which would be okay if they do it right. And that's the key word, do it right. Take the time, take an extra 6 months, take an extra year if you have to, just to rewrite things and get it the way that it needs to be. I want to see villains such as Reverse Flash, Zoom. I would even like to see Captain Boomerang. We're already getting Captain Boomerang in the Suicide Squad, so that might tie in to the Flash solo movie, you never know. They can do with this solo movie what the CW is doing with the Flash TV series. This movie would be epic. Because the Flash TV series, in my opinion, is very, very good. They take a lot of time. They pay so much attention to detail on that show that it makes it so good. I mean, yes, I know it's a CW show. I know it's kind of teenage drama-ish. It's got a lot of, you know, sappy love moments. But all in all, the storyline is excellent. Season 1 was so good. It dealt with Reverse Flash. It dealt with Barry's past, of him trying to figure out who killed his mother. And they integrated it so good into a 1 hour long, you know, episode TV series. And I haven't watched season 2 yet. I'm gonna wait for it to be done and come out on Netflix. Which brings me to my next point. Do I think that Ezra Miller will make a good Flash? Yes. From what I saw from him in Batman v Superman, I think he'll do just fine. There are people that are complaining that maybe he's not the right actor to play the Barry Allen version of the Flash, which I don't think that's going to be a problem. Grant Gustin does a very good job for that style of TV show. I think the way that Warner Brothers is wanting to do these DC movies is they're kind of making it more dark and gritty and kind of out there, kind of bizarre a little bit. So I think Ezra Miller will bring a different take on Barry Allen than what we're used to seeing. Also, I don't think we need an origin story. I don't like origin stories. Basically, we all know how Barry Allen got his powers, and for those of us that don't know, well, it's not really that exciting. It's not that important. We don't need the whole first half of the movie to be an origin story. I'm tired of that. Basically, I want to go into this movie, I want to sit down, I want it to start off as Barry Allen has already been the Flash for a very long time. Maybe a few months, maybe a year if that. I don't care. No origin story. Cut that out completely. It will bore the audience. Start the movie off with something just amazing happening, and I think if they do it right, like I said, it'll be very good. So that's my take on the Flash solo movie and what I would like to see from it. What do you guys think? What do you want to see out of the Flash movie? What do you think needs to happen? What do you think the story needs to be about? Do you like Ezra Miller playing the Flash? Do you want to see somebody else? Let me know down in the comments what you think. And as always, go ahead and like this video, share it if you want to, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. That would be so awesome, and thanks for watching.